YouTube, it's your girl, and I'm back with another video. So I normally don't post like reaction videos to things, but Olivia, or now Living with the Webbs as she call it, posted her wedding video yesterday, and I'm watching all of these reaction videos, and it was kind of like getting under my skin, and here's why. People have to realize, which many of us do know already, that YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, social media is for entertainment purposes only. Most of it is real, and some of it is scripted for views. Granted, a lot of the stuff that I was watching, people were saying, oh, her wedding wasn't good, blah, 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 blah. Her wedding is not real. My opinion, who cares? How does whatever she's doing in her life, whether her commitment to him was real, if it was fake, how does that affect you? Here's why these reaction videos, some of them are bothering me. I am married to a man whom I love dearly, and I express that all the time, screaming at the top of my lungs. However, I cannot stand with every fiber in me anything that is associated or affiliated with him, that shares the same blood with him, except for the son and child that we created. So if you have never experienced a chaotic in-law type of like situation, or a dysfunctional family situation, you have no idea until you put into those shoes how you would handle certain things. Granted, if I shared with the world what I went through when I first met my husband, up until maybe about a good 7-8 years ago, when I finally literally had to give him an ultimatum, yes, an ultimatum, because the drama was physically affecting me. It was making me ill. It was making me ill. I was having high blood pressure to the point that it almost killed me. And that's when the line was drawn, and I'm like, listen, you can either have your mother, your sisters, your siblings, the baby mamas, the kids, you can have all of that drama over there, or you can continue to be here and we continue to build, grow, and love each other. But it was no way that both worlds were gonna mesh. We tried for almost 15 years to no evolve. And actually, throughout the years, it just eventually just got worse, until, like I said, about 7-8 years ago, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. My family told him they were done. Everybody was done. So, yes, I follow Niecy's world, love her to death. I kind of like vibe with Liv. Whether she's phony or not, that's not my business. Again, YouTube is for entertainment purposes. Some of these reaction videos, people are just getting so deep and too deep for no apparent reason. What does she do? How she do it? How she is with her kids? What her kids are wearing? How her kids' hair is? How does that affect you? The other reason why it gets under my skin is because one of my husband's sisters was so judgmental on just about everything. Probably the way I breathe, the way my heart beats, the fact that I'm alive. Everything was always an issue. Because now here I come as his girlfriend, and then as his fiance. She felt like she and her mom, his mom, felt like I was coming and taking their place. The family that you were born into is only temporary until you eventually, hopefully, the goal is to get older, get married, and you have your own personal family. Your family that you create is the one you grow with and hopefully die with for the rest of your life. So yes, you may share the same blood, you may have the same parents, but his home where he lay his head, whether I was his girlfriend, fiance, or other, comes first. Point blank, and the period. One day I'll post a video. It might take a couple of videos to get through on surviving chaotic, dysfunctional in-laws. I'm not going to say that I necessarily survived it. I just cut it completely out my life because it's not healthy for me. I don't do bad energy, and I don't do things that's not healthy for me. So Niecy and Liv may not get along for whatever reason. I've only been following Liv maybe for the last year. I've been following Niecy for a couple of months. I don't know the depth, and neither do we, of like the drama and the history of what goes on. But speaking from just a person where the girlfriend, fiance, baby mama clashes with his family, it's hard. It's hard, and it's hard as hell. And especially going through it how I went through it, to the point that it was making me physically sick. I hate the divide that it was bringing between he and I. He and I, from the day I met him, have been inseparable and in love. It wasn't until outside influence and outsiders come with their opinions and the drama and the chaos that me and him started to like bump heads. And like I said, it wasn't until it started to physically affect me, and he actually saw that I literally almost died from high blood pressure, that he had to do something. You can't control your mama, you can't control your sister, so the only thing you can control is yourself. And I told him, you gotta either take yourself out of the situation, deal with it, or I'm out. Because peace, I don't like nobody disturbing my peace. I'm either gonna have peace or you gotta go. It's one or the other. As I explained in my intro video, I am an introvert and I love my peace and quiet. The only little bit of noise I like is when I'm cleaning and I'm blasting my music or I'm in a zone. But other than that, drama, chaos, don't live here. Drama, chaos is not welcome in my space, my house, none of it. Positive energy, good energy and auras only. I normally am good on like picking up vibes and stuff like that, but every now and then one will get past me. But thank the Lord, the Almighty Jesus, that God gives me my skills, and I tend to like, pick up rather quickly. But once I figure you out, you're gone. And like I said, I don't care if it's my family or his family. I have relatives, blood relatives, not my immediate, like my mom, dad, and my siblings. But I got aunts, cousins that I don't rock with. I just don't rock with them because situations in the past as I was growing up is just not healthy for me. I don't want to no longer put myself in situations that are not healthy for me. So you can't be mad that Liv and Jared got married and nobody was there but her mom and whoever else was there. You can't be mad. Why would you want that negative energy, even if it is his mother, at your wedding? If you don't like me, you don't need to be at my wedding, even if it's the woman that gave birth to him. Point blank, and the period. Again, yes, Liv and Jared have had drama throughout the years. She said he beat her, child support, all of this stuff that goes on that's rambling all through YouTube. Again, who cares, and how does that affect you? She's not paying your bills, you're not paying hers. But guess what you're doing? You click on her video and you're getting her views up, which is all she wants. That's the whole point of YouTube. Click, views, cha-ching for her. I don't understand the negative anything. And then you're not in people's pockets to know what she can afford versus what she can afford. Maybe that's all she could afford, was to have a beach wedding with just her kids and her mom and whoever else was there. Are you paying for the wedding? People are saying her wedding wasn't what they expected. Again, are you paying for the wedding? If you're not paying for the wedding, she didn't set up no cash up asking for donations, as she shouldn't. It's her wedding. She had what she can afford. And if she feel like later on down the line she want to have a big extravagant wedding, that's her choice. It was between him and her. Maybe they are legally married. Maybe they're not. Maybe they just had only a commitment ceremony. Again, why do you care, and how does it affect you? Point blank, and the period. I just had to get this off my chest because it was bothering me, because again, I was kind of sort of in her shoes, and people are so judgy and have so many opinions. But if it was done to you exactly how pertaining to me, it was done to me, I want to know how a lot of people would have survived and what decisions they would have made.